Good afternoon. I'm Heidi Connect in the TV6 newsroom with your on-the-go headlines for Tuesday, February 11th. We'll start with a look at weather in the Quad Cities area. A first alert day remains in effect for Wednesday into early Thursday for moderate to heavy snow. We're looking at just a few more hours before our first major storm system of the season arrives late tonight. Expect cloudy skies this evening, followed by light snow arriving after midnight. Get ready for an all-day weather event as that snow begins to increase in coverage after daybreak and intensifies through the morning and afternoon hours. Some locations could see snow falling at the rate of 1 inch an hour. The system will also produce brisk winds out of the northeast, creating some blowing and drifting and icy wind chills in the single digits to near zero. Expect travel conditions to worsen as the day progresses, with slick roads and poor visibility. Snow begins to lighten up a bit by late afternoon, early evening, before coming to an end by late night. Accumulations should range from 3 to 7 inches for most people. Blowing and drifting snow could create visibility and travel issues for the Thursday morning commute. Stay up to date with the weather team by downloading the KWQC First Alert weather app. Snowplows have spent much of the winter parked, but city snow crews are busy getting ready for the snow. Moline and Davenport has spent the last 2 days pre-treating snow routes and hills around town and making sure the trucks and plows are in good working condition. KWQC spoke to Public Works employees in Moline and Davenport, who both said because of the low snow season, they have plenty of salt left over. Davenport Director Nicole Gleason said they have 2 crews scheduled for 12-hour shifts, and they will continue to clear streets as long as it keeps snowing. And as cities brace for the first snowfall of the season, Davenport Public Works employees are planning a rally outside City Hall. The workers, who are members of Teamsters Local 238, say they want a new contract. According to a news release, the workers want what they say are fair wages they deserve. The rally is set to start at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Director Gleason said the city has contingency plans if any workers call in sick or are unable to work. They will call in workers from other departments to help man the snowplows. More than 24 Christian and Jewish groups filed a federal lawsuit Tuesday challenging a Trump administration plan to give immigration agents more leeway to make arrests at places of worship. The 27 religious groups that filed suit represent millions of Americans, including Episcopalians, Methodists, Jews, and Mennonites. Faith leaders in the Quad Cities are largely aligned in opposition to the administrative order. The Reverend Katie Stritt is the pastor at First Presbyterian Church of Milan. She told KWQC, "It is difficult to honestly say we are a place where we all are welcome if it's not safe for immigrants to be here." In Matthew 25, Jesus tells us to welcome the stranger. We think he meant it, so we want to make sure our churches are places where people can be safe. Instead of needing a warrant or special permission from a supervisor, the administration's policy would leave it up to immigration agents to determine whether to enter a school or church. Quad Cities Interfaith, a nonprofit coalition representing multiple faiths in the community, said in a statement, Quad Cities Interfaith opposes changes to federal policy allowing raids in churches and schools. Our congregations minister both to the spiritual and physical needs of the Quad Cities. It is vital that our churches and schools remain a safe and welcoming space in order to serve people's most basic needs. Pastor Sturt said faith leaders are worried the immigration orders will have a chilling effect in the Quad Cities. She said, "What they're really afraid of is that some of our community members, especially immigrants and refugees, folks who don't seem like they were born here, are going to be hassled, and they may be afraid to come." The 20% of Americans who are Catholic are not representative in the federal suit, but today the Pope rebuked the administration's policies on immigration. Said Pope Francis, "What is built on the basis of force and not on the truth about the equal dignity of every human being begins badly and will end badly." That wraps up your on-the-go headlines for Tuesday, February 11th. In the TV6 newsroom, I'm Heidi Connect.